Hi, my name is Joanna. Welcome to my postnatal class. Today I am going to use a foam roller. It's a soft foam roller. However, if you don't have one, that's not a problem. Use a bath towel, just roll it up and use it instead of a foam roller. So we are going to begin from a pelvic curl. So I want you to lay down on the mat with your knees bent. Your feet are hip distance apart. Your pelvis is in neutral, so those three bony landmarks, your hip bones and your pubic bone, are all aligned on the same plane. You maintain a little gap underneath your lower back. Your ribs are soft on the mat. You are pressing your shoulders down to the mat so your collarbones are wide and open, and you're tucking your chin slightly in so you have a long neck at the back. Press your arms down to the mat or reach your fingertips towards your toes. Take a deep breath in here. On an exhale, I want you to draw the abdominals in, tip your pelvis back. So you're going to imprint your spine with the mat and you're going to curl the pubic bone towards the ceiling. We're not going up yet. On an inhale, I want you to tip your pelvis forwards and I want you to exaggerate it. Tip it as far forward as you can. You're going to arch your back. And on exhale, I want you to draw the abs in and tip your pelvis backwards. Pubic bone is reaching towards the ceiling. You're imprinting your spine with the mat. We're going to continue with those pelvic movements where we're tipping the pelvis forwards and backwards. But make sure you're not gripping with your glute muscles. You're drawing the abdominals. The abdominals are initiating that movement. Your bone muscles are relaxed. Inhale there. And exhale, draw the abs in. Tip your pelvis back. Imprint your spine with the mat. Pubic bone is reaching towards the ceiling. Pause there. Now press your feet into the mat. Use the back of your legs to peel your spine, bone by bone, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up until your knees, your hips, and your shoulders are in a straight line. Once you're at the top, curl the tailbone a little bit more, but make sure you're softening your ribs. So you're not pushing your ribs up. It's like your tailbone is tipped between your legs and you're pressing your ribs down to the mat. Inhale there. On an exhale, roll your spine all the way down, bone by bone, vertebra by vertebra. Very good. Once your tailbone's heavy on the mat, inhale there. On an exhale, draw your abdominals in. Make sure you're not gripping with your bum muscles. Tip your pelvis back. Pubic bone's reaching towards the ceiling. Now press your feet into the mat. Use the back of your legs, your bum muscles, to peel your spine all the way up. Keep tipping that pelvis backwards. So your tailbone is in between your legs. Your pubic bone is reaching towards the ceiling. Pause there for a second. Make sure you're pressing your big toe into the mat. You're engaging your inner thighs to keep your knees aligned. You're curling that tailbone between your legs constantly. You're drawing the abdominals in to keep your pelvis stable. Your ribs are soft. You're pressing your arms down to the mat to keep your shoulders stable. Inhale there. Exhale slowly with control. Melt your spine down. Keep reaching that pubic bone towards the ceiling all the time in the descent, so you get the maximum stretch in your lower back. We go again. Inhale there. Exhale, draw the abs in, tip your pelvis back. Press your feet into the mat and peel your spine all the way up. Very good. Pause there for a second. Quickly do your scan. Your big toes pressing down, your inner thighs are engaged. You're curling the tailbone between your legs. You're pressing your arms down. On an inhale, I want you to relax your bum muscles and allow your pelvis to drop a little bit. On an exhale, you're going to curl the tailbone between your legs. And you're going to press your hips towards the ceiling. Feel those bum muscles and your hamstrings engaging. And again, inhale. Relax your bum muscles, allow your pelvis to drop a little bit. Then curl the tailbone between your legs. And exhale, press your hips up towards the ceiling. Make sure you're not pressing your ribs up, it's just your pelvis. And you should feel the activation of your bum muscles and the back of your leg muscles, your hamstrings. Inhale, relax your bum muscles. And then curl the tailbone between your legs. Draw the abs in. Exhale, push your hips up towards the ceiling. You should feel the opening up in your hip flexors. You're sending your knees away from your hips. One more time. Inhale, relax your bum muscles. Curl the tailbone between your legs. Exhale, push your hips all the way up. Take a deep breath in here. On an exhale, very slowly with control, so melting your spine down while you're curling the tailbone between your legs for as long as you can until your pelvis is finally on the floor and back to neutral. Very good. I want you to walk your heels together. Zip those inner thighs and bring your arms out into a T position. Very good. Now your legs are glued together. They're like one leg. On an inhale, I want you to rotate. Your knees and hips go to the right. You're counter rotating your ribs to the left. Drawing your abs in. You're making sure your back does not arch. Exhale, return to center. And again, inhaling, rotating knees and hips. Go to the left. Ribs counter rotate to the right. Draw the abs in. Exhale, return to center. And again, inhaling, knees and hips go to the right. Ribs counter rotate to the left. You're drawing the ribs together. And then exhale back to center. Inhaling, rotating to the left. Ribs go to the right. Draw the abs in. And exhale, return to center. Very good. I'm going to ask you to roll yourself onto your side so you can lift yourself off the floor and you can place your roller or your towel on the mat lengthwise. Now I'm going to ask you to lay yourself across. If you're using your bath towel, make sure that your head is supported on your towel. So probably your towel were only reach to your bra strap. Now your feet are hip distance apart. Your pelvis is still in neutral. I'm going to ask you to bring your arms towards the ceiling, palms facing each other. On an inhale, you're going to bring your arms out to the sides. On an exhale, visualize you have a big stability ball in between your hands. You're going to draw the abs in and you're going to squeeze into that ball. Draw the abs in. And again, inhale, open your arms out to the sides. And exhale, draw the abs in. You should feel that lovely stretch in your chest when you're bringing your arms out to the sides. And inhale, arms go out. You should feel like your shoulder blades are hugging around that roller. And exhale, draw the abs in and squeeze the arms towards each other. And again, inhale. And exhale. Very good. Now I'm going to ask you to lower your arms by your ears and then circle them around and fold them so you are in this either a golf post or W shape of your arm with your arms. On an inhale, I'm going to ask you to bring your arms over your head. And on exhale, I want you to glide your elbows down towards your ribs. Draw your abs in. And inhale, arms go over your head. And exhale, glide them down. Your aim is to keep your arms as low to the ground as possible. However, that may not be available to you today. Don't worry about that. You do you. So whatever your widest opening of your arms is, and press your elbows down towards your ribs. Draw your abs in. Inhale, float the arms up. Now, option to progress. On the next exhale, you're going to drive the elbows down to your ribs and you're going to float one leg into a tabletop. And inhale, lower down. And exhale, float the leg up. Draw the abs in to keep you stable. And inhale, lower down. That is much harder than it looks. And exhale, draw the abs in. Stabilize your pelvis and then float that leg up into a tabletop. And inhale, over your head, other leg. Find your stability first. And exhale. This side is much harder for me. And inhale, lower it down. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale, lower it down. Very good. Now bring your arms by your sides and roll yourself over your roller. Very good. And this time I'm going to ask you to place the roller sideways. Very good. And you're going to lower your chest. So right underneath your shoulder blades, about your bra strap height is where you're going to be. Your feet are hip distance apart, planted on the mat. Your pelvis is in neutral. You're going to interlace your fingers behind your head and you're going to lower your head down. Take a deep breath in here. On an exhale, you're going to draw your abs in and you're going to return to neutral, to a straight line. You're going to draw the abs in. The pelvis doesn't move. Pelvis is in neutral. You are not crunching. You're not tipping your pelvis. Inhale, draw the abs in, lengthen the abdominal muscles. And exhale, draw your abs further in and return to center. And again, inhale, lengthen. And exhale. Keep your elbows in the corner of your eyes. Your head is heavy in your hands. Don't pull by your head. Exhale, draw the abs in. 2 more. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. Very good. Now, bring your arms out. And now what I want you to do, I want you to go onto your side and your roller is going to be right underneath your shoulder blade. If your muscles just underneath your shoulder blade are quite tight, you may find this uncomfortable, but unless it's painful, it's okay. Go ahead and do that. Your head is just going to hang there. Your legs are 90 degrees in front of you. The hips are stacked one on top of another. You're drawing abdominals in. Your arms are in front of you. Inhale there. On an exhale, I want you to draw a massive circle with your arm. You're going to open up your chest. It's like I'm there with you and I'm pulling your hand out of your shoulder socket. I'm pulling your arm out of your shoulder socket. And return to center. Inhale there, exhale, we're gonna go the other side. Open up your chest as much as you can. Enjoy that stretch. It should feel really good. Inhale there. We're gonna go other side. Draw your abdominals in. Very good. Now use the roller or towel to push yourself off the floor, and we're gonna do the other side. So this time I'm gonna face away from you. Sometimes it's really good to see the alignment from the back. So the roller is right underneath your shoulder blades. The hips are stacked, the knees are stacked, they are equal length. Your head just hangs there over the roller and your arms are one on top of another. Breathe in. Breathe out. Draw a massive circle with your arm. Open up your chest. Roll onto your roller or towel and reach back as much as you can. And then bring that arm on top of the other arm. Breathe in. Exhale, we're gonna go opposite direction. Take your time. Enjoy that stretch. And one more time. Inhale there and exhale. Very good. When you're ready, push yourself off the roller. And this time you're gonna bring the lower a little bit lower, so your hips are gonna rest on the roller or towel, whatever you're using. So it's just the top of your hips is gonna rest on the roller. Make sure the back of your neck is wrong, your shoulders are flat on the mat. You're gonna extend the left leg, you're gonna point your toes, make sure that the leg is parallel to the floor and your knees pointing towards the ceiling. Don't allow that leg to roll out. Keep it straight. Then you're gonna bring your right knee into your chest. Hug it in, stretch it out. So you're stretching your hip flexors on the left leg and you're stretching your quads and your hamstrings on the right leg. Pull it in. Take a deep breath in and out. Keep pointing your toes on the left leg. Keep looking for the length. Reach those toes away from your hips. Very good. Take a deep breath in on an exhale. You're going to draw a circle with that knee in your hip socket. And inhale and exhale to circle. Keep those hips super square. Drawing the abs in. You're not allowing your hips to rock right and left. The hips are facing the ceiling. Very good. We're going to reverse. Breathe in. Breathe out. Don't forget about your abdominal muscles. Last one. Very good. Once you're back to center, extend the right leg. Point your toes. Dig that heel into the mat. Bring the left knee into your chest. Hug it in. Stretch it out. Stretch both legs in opposition. You're pulling the left knee into your chest. You're reaching the toes away from your hips. Your knee is super straight. And make sure that the knee is facing the ceiling. Don't allow the leg to rotate externally. Very good. Inhale there. And exhale. Now take a deep breath in. On an exhale, circle the leg around. Draw the abs in. I like to keep my hand on my hip flexor just to help remind myself that I need to extend that leg and I'm not allowing that right leg to externally rotate. This leg is not relaxed. And again, exhale. Very good. Now we're going to reverse 3 times. Inhale and exhale to circle. Inhale and exhale to circle. One more. Inhale and exhale to circle. Set that foot down. Very good. Lift your hips up. Roll that roller away. And what I want you to do, I want you to roll over to your belly. And this time you're going to place that roller underneath your pelvis. So when you stick your booty out and you've got this little ditch here, I want you to place that roller exactly in that. There, so your pubic bone is on the roller. Your forehead is resting on top of your hands. Your shoulders are relaxed. Now I want you to press the top of your feet into the mat. Draw the abdominals in but you're pressing that pubic bone into the roller or into your towel. Now we're gonna start from the right leg. Inhale. On an exhale, draw the abs in and float the leg off the mat. And inhale, lengthen it and lower down. And exhale, lift, 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 lift. Draw the abs in. There's no arch in your back. The pelvis doesn't move. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, float it up. Inhale, lower it down. Make sure there's no tension on your neck or your shoulders. Your upper body is relaxed. We are isolating that movement to your leg. And exhale, float it up. Inhale, lower it down. Make sure that the knee is super straight. Your toes are pointing. It's like I'm there with you and I'm pulling your leg out of your hip socket. Lower it down. Exhale, float it up. Lower it down. One more. Float it up. Stay there. Now we're gonna bring the leg out to the side like a wiper. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, out to the side. Exhale, back to center. Draw your abs in. Pubic bone is pressing down. Shoulders are relaxed. Leg is super straight. 7 more. And 6. Don't allow your abdominals to just relax. They're working. You're working against gravity. In. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Stay lifted. Flex your knee. Once your knee is flexed, draw your abs in. There's no arch in your lower back. Flex that foot. And you're gonna try to press that foot into the ceiling and lower it down. Tiny movement. Exhale, press it up. Lower it down. Keep that foot flexed. Keep the same angle on the knee so the leg doesn't straighten. And down. And down. 4 more. And lower. 3 more. And lower. Relax your head and shoulders. Lower. Lower. Lift. Lower. Last one. Press it into the ceiling. Press, press, press. Point your toes. Extend that leg. And inhale, lower it down. Great work. We're going to do the same sequence on the other legs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Draw the abs in. Float the leg. And inhale, lower it down. I don't care here about the height. I want you to focus on the length. Keep that leg as straight as you possibly can. Think about me pulling your leg out of your hip socket. You're drawing the abs in to prevent your back from arching. In the same time, you're pressing the pubic bone into the roller. And exhale, float it up. Lower it down. Exhale, float it up. Lower it down. Exhale, lift, lift, lift. Lower it down. Float it up. Lower it down. 3 more. And lower. 2 more. And lower. Last one, stay there. Hold it there. Your knee is super straight. Inhale out to the side. Exhale back to center. It's like a wiper. The knee is facing the floor. Don't allow your leg to externally rotate. Out. And in. Draw your abs. Don't relax your abs. Inhale. Out. And out. 4 more. 3 more. Relax your shoulders. Draw your abs in. Last one. Stay there. Flex your knee. Once your knees flex, your toes are facing the ceiling, flex your foot. Inhale down and exhale, press that foot into the ceiling. And inhale, lower it down. Exhale, draw your abs in and press. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, abs in, foot up. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, abs in, foot reaches into the ceiling. Inhale, lower it down. There's no arch in your lower back. You're not using your ab for that movement. You're using your bum muscles and your hamstrings, the back of your leg muscles, to lift that leg. Maintain that angle between your thigh bone and your shin bone. It doesn't change. Relax your shoulders. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Stay there. Can you press it and lift it a little bit higher without arching your back? Draw your abs in. Point your toes. Extend that leg. Reach, 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 reach. Lower it all the way down. Good work. Lower your knees to the floor. Bring your hands by your ribs. Push your bum up into a rest pose for a second. Very good. Place your roller to the side and come back to the floor to laying on your belly. Now bring your arms by your sides. Press your hands into your hips. Draw your abs in. Curl the pubic bone towards the ceiling. Now what I want you to do, I want you to reach the fingertips down towards your toes and float your head and chest forwards and upwards. And inhale, lift yourself a little bit higher. Exhale, lower down. Keep the energy through your fingertips. And inhale, float it up. And exhale, lower it down. Inhale, float it up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, float it up. Exhale, lower it all the way down. Bring your hands by your ribs, push your bum up. Enjoy your rest pose for 2 breaths. Bring your knees apart, keep your feet together, and I want you to lower your chest as low to the mat as it's available to you, and focus on bringing the armpits down to the mat. Take a deep breath in and out. Very good. Slowly start bringing your spine towards the ceiling. Bring your knees together. Roll your shoulders back a few times. And roll your shoulders forwards. And you are done. Thank you so much.